Hello, people of the diaspora. We are back in the house, Kings and Queens, Men at Work. We are so delighted to be here today. We're going to talk about something so catching and touching. It's all about giving. But before I start the topic, in the house, I'm having the queens themselves and the king. As you know, this is a house of unity, the house of growth, the house of everything positive energy only, the house where you can find all kinds of information. Facts for life. Let me start with the queen on this side. Let her introduce herself. Myself here, Blackbird Orono. You can find me on my social media handles, but I'll do the rest of the introduction about myself. Let's go to the house.
Hi there, guys. My name is Ipon Anyonjo.
Omukazi omuganda bannange muwulidde. Let's go on this other side.
Hello, my name is Isabella Astrid.
Simple voice with a simple profile. Let's go to the king himself.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be here once again. I'm Alan Waves.
The only guy in all this vlog. Hey, are you safe?
Yeah, definitely.
Anyways, we're going back to the topic of giving. Tony says she's done helping children in Uganda. When is the right time? Should we give because we're expecting? Should we give because it's made to be? Should we give to be recognized? I would like the king to enlighten us on that.
Thank you for the opportunity to give me, given to me. To me, I think there's no right time to give as long as you are able to give. Possibly, it's the right time to give, because you can't tell me I'll have to wait for a time whereby I'm able to afford something to give to someone. Possibly anyone can give. It doesn't need anyone to be rich or wealthy to give out.
So one doesn't have to be the particular amount.
Nothing like an amount.
Anyway, as we try to tackle this topic, what is giving itself? How do you get to phrase giving? What is giving? Because we might understand it differently as all of us, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The queen, what do you think about giving?
Giving. Okay, according to me, I think giving, if I'm to explain what I understand,
Yeah.
when it comes to giving is when you offer, I would say, help or anything that will add on something good or that will help someone in some way.
Okay. The queen.
I think giving is helping without expecting much
In return.
in return. Yeah. That's how I take giving. Like it's just helping.
Me as Mama Africa, before I give you my opinion about this, let the king first tell us. Giving as the word, so that we get to understand where the whole of this topic is heading to, you know.
According to my understanding, giving is like giving describes itself still using the same word giving.
Yeah.
This is when I give a hand to someone, not particularly something tangible. It can be something invisible, because we've helped many people out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where someone says, without expecting something in return. That's why we reserve words like a giving heart, a giving hand. Such words come from the word giving. So I believe giving is something you exchange. I mean, not exchange, but something you give to someone, whereby that particular person needs it, actually needing it badly. And if they couldn't have money to get it, they couldn't pass through a certain particular moment.
Okay.
So I believe that is giving without you expecting much from them.
So should we take it that Tokyo Tony, was her reaction good or bad towards her not feeling appreciated to what she did for the Ugandan children?
I think I'll side with Tocho Tony.
How?
Because Tocho gave from the bottom of her heart.
Yeah.
That's all she could afford. But according to the Ugandan community she helped, the community, we are used to getting funds from abroad, from celebrities, from different people. So here comes a person who isn't rich or wealthy.
Yeah.
She might be famous in the US, but she got famous through a way that her daughter is a rap star in the US. So because she's someone who loves getting out there to the public, people get to know her through her daughter. So she gets a caring heart whereby she wants to do what? To help out. So Tocho goes on to do an extra job that is way low her class or her status, just because she wanted to put money together and do what? And help a community.
Give where it's necessary.
Exactly.
And unnecessary.
She wasn't in this because she wanted to become a partner or a stakeholder in the charity home. No.
She did because she felt it was a
She
call
felt
to
it.
give.
Yeah, because when you even look at her previous videos, when people came out blasting her, she still went to the streets and gave out cash to the homeless.
Wow.
So I believe that's something someone should do from the
Guys
bottom
who are
of their
giving, are you
heart.
still existing in the country? Are you still there? This takes us back to the guys. You find a girl stranded on the road and you're like, I got her. Are you doing the right thing? Because basically to me, okay, I did not give my opinion about giving. Give because you have to give.
Yeah.
Just the same way Christ gave us life, that our parents didn't abandon us right from them because we didn't plan on being born.
Yeah, true.
But because they wanted to give something back to the world, something back to the community,
Yeah.
they didn't expect. So they'll just give birth. It's up to us who are born to decide now, I'll be good, I'll be bad.
Yeah.
But as Uganda, what does this teach us, or how are we supposed to respond? Because I'm not gonna give and come out in the camera or come out in the public and show off.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure everyone in the room here has ever helped, and no one knows us on the media.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So should it be that how we react? Actually, not even how we react, people responding to such people. If someone has a pain, I might give. Maybe one or the other, I would love to be recognized.
Yeah.
But the people we are giving, are they the right people? And the question comes, when should we know the person to help? How do we know the person to help? Because it's taken that Africa has a continent, the whole continent. We are badly off, but I don't think, because Africa is the richest continent in the world.
I bet I'll cancel that. We are not the people doing so badly.
That's why I'm saying Africa, we are the richest.
Yeah.
We are the richest, just that we don't know how to use what we have. We are not like in a way of, okay, I have this glass. One can recycle it. I can use it for water. I can give it to someone who wants to use it.
Mm-hmm.
But the person who's going to recycle, what is in that mind? The person who's using it, like we here, you don't want to know what is here, but it's making a very important job for me. So if this one gives it to me, another person will think, I'm having leftovers.
Yeah, true.
Because we're having so many people donating. You can as well go back to your closet and say, I no longer use these clothes. Let me give them out. Another person who can't give out is going to say, yeah, of course, that's what they had to do because they have no more storage for it. Another person will be like, bless, welcome. Let's take them to Karamoja.
Mm-hmm.
Another person will be like, hey, man, there is Kaja down there. This is 2K. I will survive.
Mm-hmm.
But all in all, it's one thing. This person helped. Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You really helped. You did what a million people couldn't do. Other people would have used that money that you invested into Uganda. As Uganda, we're not bad people. We really do appreciate. But we do have different mentality. We have different hearts and thoughts.
Yeah.
I think the queens here agree with me that you'll give me a shoe. I'll be so grateful to wear that shoe because I didn't have it. Then another person will be like, you've given me a shoe. What brand? Some of us brands matter. But you're forgetting this person is giving. You didn't call and say, give me this.
Yeah, true.
Right? But me, I don't know you, you don't know me, but thank you so much. You get. So how do we know the people to help or the people to give? Because we have so many charity organizations in Uganda particular. Let's bring it to Uganda because this goes entitled written on Uganda.
Okay, as for me, you don't need to know the person you're helping.
Okay.
Helping is a heart, like giving out. You give out wholeheartedly. You don't have to know the person you're giving. Because the moment you know that, by the way, we don't help people we know.
Definitely, that's correct.
You can find a kid on the street. You decide to give her or him a coin. You don't know that kid.
Definitely.
You just have to help without knowing any person. Just that people give out some things expecting something in return.
Have you ever helped or being helped? Have you ever maybe helped someone in a process that you never expected to see this person?
Yeah.
Has it ever happened to you before?
Yeah. Has ever happened?
And how was the experience? How was the feeling?
Like giving out feels good. And being helped also is good because sometimes you'll be not expecting something like that they've given to you.
Hey.
So you'll be like,
Have you ever been in a scenario whereby you're in school and this your nice teacher canes you, disciplines you very well. This person is giving you knowledge to prosper you in future.
Yeah.
Then tomorrow you find this guy in the bicycle, probably doesn't remember you are 100 in a class, you know? Guys, we're trying to drive you on what the real meaning of giving is. This teacher, when he was teaching you, some of them used to tell us, oh, you'll become a pilot, you never remember me. And by the teachers never get old. I don't know why.
Yeah.
but
You know?
that's true.
So when this man, you come, you help him, he will go back to his family and say, I found a man, he gave me this. So after a few days, you meet this person is when he's going to narrate the word giving.
Actually, getting back to that point, you reminded me of he was a math teacher at my former secondary school. I think he was the best math teacher I had ever seen. But literally after my senior 6, I happened to meet this guy in the new tax park on a daily basis as I was heading for work. This guy had become a beggar in town, but he could remember me. So every time I reached him, he asked me for bread, a kilo of sugar, and I could give him 5K.
Oh dear.
But I wasn't good at maths. And I hated his class. But just because of the situation I found him in, I literally reached a point whereby I couldn't afford it at my age and according to what I was doing. And I could just, when I see him there, I could, because I couldn't afford it
you couldn't
anymore.
Give what you wanted.
Because the moment he could look at me, he saw a kilo of sugar, he saw a loaf of bread, and 5K. And the moment I always gave him that, he always moved to his place.
Wow.
Maybe.
And the thing of the social media, guys, I'm not trying to attack anyone on anything, but there's so many billionaires, millionaires, rich people that are out there that even the public doesn't know. You know, there is the thing we have that is called a face figure, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll see a billboard put somewhere, but you'll not know the people behind it. You'll not know, like, behind our scene here, you'll just see a video, but you'll not know that there are people committed to this.
Yeah.
The editing, the funding, everything.
Yeah.
But they're not known.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that when you go to the garden and you plant your food, they'll not think about this person who's always in the garden.
The person
They'll think about this other person who's the brand ambassador of this.
Yeah, true.
Forgetting these other ones. So as Uganda, whenever we get help, we appreciate. We're not the same. We're not. But
Rona,
we love to give and to be given.
Rona, I think this comes back to our setting here in Uganda because literally as a person, I've grown up seeing kids that have been funded by NGOs.
Yeah.
Right from their senior 1 to campus. These are kids that I've seen splashing money at school. These are kids that belong to wealthy people we are looking at kids that are funded by the government but belonging to people who already have money.
Could it be that you have to be known by someone to be funded?
That's what it means here in Uganda. Because you look at, there's a point whereby a Ugandan media personality came out and she tried attacking, I won't call it attacking, but she tried to come out and try to enlighten something to Tony.
Yeah.
She was like, here in Uganda, when someone comes out to help, definitely if you are from another country and you are famous, definitely we would have known because it makes a lot of noise. The people around you who brought you in Uganda will have to go to every media station to get covered. They'll have to put out anything to show they are into it.
To show their presence, definitely, that I exist.
And according to the media personality that did that said that to the comment section of Tony, she's someone I know that is so connected and informed. By the time she didn't know anything about this 36 kids that are being helped by Tony Tocho, definitely I myself didn't know anything. But we are looking at a country whereby someone comes to you and asks for a proposal that could really hit so deep to anyone willing to help. People pay millions of money to get the best proposals to give to sponsors. So we're looking at a country that has scammers having Instagram accounts. People pay a lot of money to get proposals, Instagram accounts, websites. So by the time Tony came out to give out to a country whereby she doesn't even know who
has she even ever been here?
I doubt.
I don't think she has been.
I doubt she has been here.
So guys, for the fact
At least
that
we would see pictures.
At least we could see something, because by the
time
she posted something on her Instagram, the kids peeling Irish potatoes, having meals,
or even having a dance or something.
Actually,
like usually say it.
I have something. They were like trying to appreciate what she was doing for them. Yeah, they were trying to appreciate. Literally, I think. Let me try to play it for the people out there to listen and see.
Hello, Mommy, Dr. Tony. We are eating our supper. Good night. Good night.
We are eating our supper.
We are eating our supper. Hello, Mommy.
It's not a must for you to keep maybe posting and everything. The reason as to why some of us call them scammers, I personally have a friend who started up a foundation. I'm going to be honest. I happened to share something with her. Then she told me the main reason as to why she did the foundation thing. Because if they send her, let me say maybe like $1,000, she's going to invest only $100 and the rest is hers.
Are your ears open? Can you hear that?
But trust me, I've seen that girl post every day that she's helping. I am happy that she's helping. She helps some. But again, I feel like
somewhere something is cheated.
She's not doing enough.
Why does she have to?
Because she keeps like the biggest percentage to herself. It's why I personally, we've helped people, like you said before, but we just, let me say, we don't have time. At times I feel like people who post because they've helped others, they're just bragging.
You're on the street, you're giving
and you're taking pics.
Yeah.
I've been to the new park. I think I noticed this in 2020, 2021. I'm not sure. During COVID time, there's some girl, I remember sometime I was passing, going outside of Mega. I was passing, then I found this girl. She was helping some woman who had overstayed there. She had some wound. People overpass New Park, I think, have also noticed. She sits there.
Yeah.
And she always has injections around. So this girl came with her soda, some bottles of soda, these big dassos, bread, what. Then she started, I found her taking pics. So in my head, I was like, and this is helping. Some of us have been maybe raised up and have been to churches where we are told it is like you helping. You do not need to let everyone know that I am helping this person. Because if you're to, I've read, is it Nicki Minaj's story when she
Yes.
went to China?
Yeah, there is an airport that she passed.
Trinidad.
Yeah. When she went and she wanted a newspaper but didn't have change.
Yep.
Then I would say maybe someone who sells newspapers.
Yeah.
And we very well know in Uganda, you see those people who sell newspapers.
Mhm.
You can't
And
tell me
give
those
my
people have
money.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
They can't even.
sacrificed to give.
Yeah, he sacrificed to give.
And that he did it twice.
He did it twice. Then Nicki Minaj had to look for this child or boy after some good time.
Yeah.
At some point, I feel like, okay, what I learned from her story is
Yeah.
you're not supposed to give. There's no right time that you can be and be like, okay, this is the right time I'm supposed to be giving.
Yeah.
Time does not exist.
But then you mentioned about how we're brought up, how we're raised.
Mhm.
As Africans, this takes us back to culture.
Yeah.
Because in culture, we were told whether you find an old person on the road pushing the bicycle with something, you're gonna help that person at zero
Exactly.
cost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
And in African society, we are raised by the community.
Yeah. True.
Exactly.
Today, we are raised by individuals, whereby your son will say, "Oh, mommy, let me go help this kid." Who the hell you think you're helping? What the hell do you think you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the Western culture. I'm sorry, I'm not talking bad about the Western culture, but we shouldn't forget about we
Yeah.
as African. If this lady came out and helped, we should accept that we are given.
Yeah.
Because to me, if you come into the cameras and you really show, oh, I'm dashing out some dollars, I'm dashing out some food, some clothes. It's going to actually, even if you're doing it out of goodwill,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to attract attraction, like attention of the media. People are going to be like, we want to know where this person works.
Yeah.
We want to know the family.
Yeah.
We want to know what job, what does she earns, what is, before you know, they're already inside your bedroom closet. Before
to
you
know
know,
every
they are
detail
knowing
of
that
you.
you go to boutiques and get these clothes, you look nice to the media.
Mm.
And have you noticed that the social media life, 99%, if you
It's a
agree
lie.
with me,
Yeah.
is a lie.
True.
So me as an African person, I'm going to come out. And if I have my lukumi, guys, lukumi means 1,000. Hey, by the way, here I have mutwalo.
have lukumi?
Yeah, mutwalo means 10,000, and which is having a toke, that is matoke, because we call it the Republic of Matoke, that's Uganda, with our pots. So this mutwalo today can do something for someone at the street.
Yeah.
So if I find this man with one M, actually no M, actually giving is to support. I'm not gonna give someone who's walking on two legs,
Yeah.
an adult whose brains are really functioning well. I'm not gonna give you my money as me as a person.
Yeah.
But if I find a lame person, like, allow me to show you something. I bought this bag from a Pakistani lady.
Mm.
She really didn't have fingers. Like, she was born with the things off. You get it? They were off. But I don't know how she would weave the basket.
Yeah.
She would use the mouth and these things to do this basket for me.
And did
Yeah?
did you see her doing it?
Yes,
Or
I was there.
There's
Actually,
someone using her to sell
No,
out
no,
her
no.
product.
Actually, my stuff are customized, handmade. Everything I wear, everything I use, handbags, everything.
Mm.
That's me
So-
here. So Celeste.
So some of our parents
Yeah.
help a lot of people. I won't lie. I've seen my mom help a lot of people, but I've never seen her take pics and keep posting them. My mom has raised people. My mom has raised kids. She has not given birth to even before she gave birth. My dad has educated people, but they don't keep on posting.
And this is what I told you, that it takes us back to the African traditional society, that back then we were raised with the community. Today we are raised by individuals in particular.
But
Because
again,
we have to prove to the world.
I also believe, because fine, right now we are raised by individuals who are not raised by the community.
like before.
But still, I believe
Giving is giving.
we are all different people. You get?
Thank you.
It's why you can find me giving. I gave someone yesterday. I found some old man selling some things. I've bought a lot of things I don't even use, just because I've seen people and I'm like, this person is the age of my granny or my dad. At times, people who know me, my friends know. At times I can be there, I can even cry at times. I'm like, man, these people really need help. But at times, just because maybe you don't have the ability, so you do what you can at that point. That is when I was like, there is no right time of giving.
That's it.
True.
There's no right time
People,
of
have
giving.
you had that?
And money is not the only.
Exactly.
It's not the
That
only
is
thing
fun
you
to
give.
give.
Yeah.
You can. I've had people who have helped me mentally without giving me money.
That's it. You can give
And that's
time.
the
Actually,
best.
Rona, that's what I was telling you.
Yeah.
Giving is not that you're supposed to give out something tangible always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are invisible things you always give to people. Like I too, like I'll give an example of COVID time. There are a lot of friends I helped out. Not physically, not money, not, but literally, psychologically, mentoring. Many run to me because I'm someone who always gives out what I have, whether knowledge or anything. I always give out what I have.
That
The
is
point
really nice.
is, none of us can never run out of something to give.
Definitely, but there are people who think they are so superior. Literally, I saw a friend.
Yeah.
I would always wonder, like, this guy could always, every time we could leave home, he could come and pick me home. Then we could go to town for work. So this guy could always, whenever we are going for work, he could pass by Rubaga Cathedral. And he told me always, every morning he had to leave 1,000 Uganda shillings into the offer. How do you call it?
Yeah,
Where they always put
the donation box.
1,000 every day. This guy told me, the day I don't put that 1,000 into that box, it's a bad day for me. And I was like, dude, how come? But I noticed it at some point. The day we just go straight from home to work, definitely it's always, we only go to the workplace, sit all day. If you are supposed to make something like 150 a day, possibly you guys will make something like 50 and get some money to eat. That's all. And the next day he tells you, you know what, yesterday we didn't pass via the church. We have to go tomorrow and do what? And take there the money every day.
Guys, that's a faith.
get it?
That's a belief.
So here comes the point whereby someone gives in something like $2,000. I've seen it. I have a friend who's a pastor. He's called Pastor Abe. He sits in, I think he traveled to the US before he was in South Africa. This guy could come to Uganda. When he's invited in Uganda, he could travel to different churches. We were so close to the point that whenever he was invited, I was always beside him.
Wow, that's a blessing.
So according to me, I would look at him as a fake pastor because I was like, I'm with this guy. I talk with him like I'm talking to a normal person.
You expected some
You know,
magic around
we
him
always
there.
talked about women, girls. He could always ask me, you know what? I have this girl disturbing me. We were in the same age bracket. But at around 7, I could see this guy on a Facebook Live with whites bringing in money like nothing. You understand? So I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, dude, is this guy serious? But when I looked at him praying for people, people could fall down. But he's on a live and people are calling, Pastor Abe, I've deposited $1,000 on your dollar account. Pastor Abe, 500. Pastor Abe, 100. And the only thing I would love to listen to was, how much do we have there now? So that I could dash to the bank, withdraw, and I would spend. And I could be one of the people that really are victims of, I got money from him to go and help different people.
And you know, like
Possibly he gave in a lot of money.
Yeah.
He injected projects to take people to Canada.
Yeah.
I enjoyed eating that money. I'm a victim. Wow. Instead of helping, I could call these people. I could tell you.
Do you still have that ATM card? You
You
still
know,
have it because we might
so-
make use of it here. The Queen's
Seriously, actually, I'm looking at Pastor Abe like someone, he helped a lot of people. I'm talking of a person who was into witchcraft. at a tender age. You know, in Africa, we have people, they look at you as like, you are carrying the family stuff.
Me
for,
having this here, they'll be like, Banange, this woman.
Definitely. So this is a guy that
I'm carrying money.
He put all that away. You get it? He got born again out of nowhere.
But I talk about pastors. At times we get to fear to speak about, like, we get to fear to talk to these pastors. Recently, I can't recall the actual date, I met this cool pastor. Like the type of pastors I really want to meet.
Yeah. Cool pastors.
He's cool. Because at least I saw his freestyle.
Yeah.
You know, we judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
If any of you has ever had a chance to meet Pastor Chris, this guy made me to understand that actually we're still talking about giving.
Yeah.
You get it? At some point I could ask him a question and you tell him, what do you see about music? Because we're talking about music in general.
Yeah, possibly.
As we were interacting, I got to realize that giving is not all about me being good to you.
Yeah.
Me not being good to you, if my mother didn't spank me or beat me or whatever we call it, you know, African mothers or fathers say, you don't want to miss. This person is going to beat you, blue, black, trust me. And you're going to hit, but you're forgetting you're under her roof.
Not black and white, but blue, black.
Exactly. If it's the opposite way, it's worse.
Yeah.
So when I was speaking to this guy, he showed me that the music time of them, they used to call them gangsters.
Yeah, true.
No one believed in them. But when you find him, hey, you tell him, man, dude, let's go to the club and party. But when he starts to pick, you know, like when he starts to talk sense into you, you'll be like, oh, God,
I'm sorry.
You know? But he's cool.
Yeah.
To me, guys, I might be your friend. You call me today and tomorrow for help.
Yeah.
I'll give you. But for how long am I going to give you? Speaking to this guy made me to actually, I knew it, but he made it settle into my mind that if I don't give you today, it's going to wake up your mind. That, dude, you got to get up and work for yourself.
Yeah, true.
That's it. You know, I have a bestie friend of mine. He's a Rasta too. But this guy loves culture.
Yeah.
If you want to mess him up, talk about culture, talk about ancestors, you know? Himself too, when I add this pastor and him.
Yeah.
For him, when he starts to drink his beer, he's okay. He's cool. When this pastor starts to talk sense in your head, my brother, my sister, you got to sit and listen.
Actually,
you know, myself, I love to listen. Like she said, her dad and mom have helped people that have not been in cameras. Yeah. We have trillions of people, not only in Africa, even in their diaspora.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know what they do.
Actually, remind me of something I've seen. There's an NGO called Vision.
Yeah.
Vision Africa. It's located in Mokono. Sorry for putting that out there. But I've seen these people. They take kids' pictures. They take them to the US and different countries they have branches into. They put the pictures onto a board. Then people will come into a room. It's something like auctioning.
Yeah,
they will
like,
start fighting.
They
will start fighting for, I want to sponsor that kid, depending on how they love to look at them. I'm going to teach her from where she is
to where
until she graduates. After her graduation, I want her to come to the US.
And also, people, be careful when you're giving. There was this, as we are rewinding up this session, you feel free to comment, feel free to tell us your ideas about giving, and please have it in your hearts to appreciate people who are doing this behind the cameras. Because to me, it doesn't make sense. There was this photographer who went to South Sudan.
Yeah.
She was a white lady. Actually, she even died.
Sorry.
She found a kid boneless with fries on them. But she took the picture. But this picture tormented. She was like, instead of me taking the picture, I would have took this kid.
Yeah, true.
You know, nurse the kid, educate, probably adopt this child.
But she wanted a story.
But she just wanted a story. We look for fame.
Yeah.
You get it? But this fame we are looking for, and trust me, however how many acres you have, this square is where you're going to be buried. You're going to leave that camera there.
6 feet.
You get it? You're going to leave everything. If you're to give so that your legacy stays in your grandchildren and great-grandchildren that you even don't know yet that you're about to see.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm too much of African. I'm going to talk about it. Let's appreciate.
Actually,
Yeah.
When you talk about the appreciation thing,
Yeah.
what comes to my head is let's learn. Let's learn to give without even expecting anyone to give you anything.
Thank you.
Back. I don't know whether it is only with me, but every time I give someone, even though I've given you something very small, actually did IRE, but in IRE, there's something I liked about IRE that my parents don't still understand till now. But when they used to talk about the giving part, they used to tell us, give something. If it is a cloth, don't give out a cloth that you feel like,
I'm
it's
done
just
with it.
I cannot put on that kind of thing. You get it? Give out something, you know,
That
that
you really love.
you give it out and you be like, and I've given that girl, I've given that boy my thing, but it is hurting. That is what they call giving. Don't give out something just because it is worn out. You're done. You don't need it anymore.
Have you ever used your school fees once?
I've never touched my school fees.
I have.
I'm a victim.
I had a friend.
I'm not.
The mother was sick. You get it?
Yeah.
I have this stepfather. Most of my friends know that even if you're 50 years to him, you're still a child of 2 years. I was given the money, but I don't regret it at all that I had to give this money to a friend to help the mother in the hospital. All I was praying for, let this money do what it's supposed to do. Because this is a friend of mine I knew that loved to wear fancy every new sneaker that comes on the market.
Yeah.
So when he told me this, actually it was a guy. Most of my friends are guys, girls, sorry, but I feel okay with them. This person really used the money what it had to do. So my dad finds me at the gate and is like, yo, what are you doing here? You know, it's a freestyle. I'm like, Daddy, you see, you understand, you know. Okay, come home and tell me. So I had to judge him what exactly happened.
Yeah.
But my mind, I was like, let this money do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, true.
So if these people really give us their money, we don't know how many jobs they have.
Yeah.
We don't know how much time they invest and how many sleepless nights they have to donate to Uganda.
Yeah.
Let's just give them this courage that we use what they give us for what we have asked for or what they see that we need it for.
True.
You get?
And actually,
This lady got back and guess what? She came looking for us. Afande, I want to know this. When she came to our gate, hey, my dear, my father's like, what did you do this time? For the first time, he thought I'd done some crime. Maybe I've took something from school or slapped someone, But the lady was like, your girl saved me. And this time around, whether I have 20,000 and it's the last penny in my pocket, and I give it to you knowing that you're going to buy food, you're starving, trust me, I don't care. Tomorrow will take care of itself. But I've also planned for that tomorrow.
Something I've noticed about giving,
Yeah.
every time you give without having second thoughts, God doubles. Even triples, that is what I know about giving.
Yeah.
It's why, let me say, maybe I took what our IRA teacher told us personally, because she used to tell us, when you're giving, don't have these second thoughts of, and I'm giving. God, what of me? What am I going to put on? Show us if you have that kind of thing in your head. Save yourself. Don't get curses.
Our nice
Leave,
girls.
don't give.
This thing of me coming to you, I'm having some mukoro somewhere. By the way, people in the diaspora, mukoro means any occasion, be it party, birthday, baby shower, whatever. You give me your dress. Man, you keep on popping on my phone. Man, you've not given me.
No, by then you've just borrowed. They haven't given to you.
No,
it's borrowing.
No, there is me giving someone something. And I have to come to the platform and say, I gave her that. That's not giving. That's borrowing. But to me, when I came
you're
to
talking
you,
of that.
you told me you've given
I
me.
actually
Recently, I've remembered something. We were coming from a shoot
Bananga,
recently,
I can
and
walk in your
someone was
shoes.
like,
Bangenda squatira mungano.
Rona, listen to me.
Yeah.
We were coming from a shoot somewhere,
Yeah.
and the makeup artist we had was like, I had a friend we were current, like they were sub-renting some shop somewhere, and she was like, we were too close. They came at my place. They borrowed my clothes in January. They brought them back 6 months later, and that's after this person going to TikTok, putting out them to the world.
Let me ask, 6
You get
months
it?
back, had you shifted from where they picked those
No,
clothes
yeah.
from that they lost that
They
role?
had parted ways from sub-renting. So they remained friends. So this girl goes to pick clothes from the makeup artist we were talking with. So she was like, she had to go to a TikTok live and blast this family, the husband and wife. They had to send the clothes, and this girl had to pay the transport money still.
This has actually
You get it?
Okay, so I have this friend of mine. I wouldn't say he's my friend. We've just met. I would say he's my maybe neighbor or something. I don't know. But I'm one kind of person whereby when I get to know someone, I'll not talk a lot. When I talk a lot, just know I'm sending you out of my life. But when I want in my life, I'll first notice.
Be careful, the king you had, though. Be careful.
So this guy happens to just me one time. He's like, man, there's some girl. She tapped me. She wanted 50K. In my head, I was like, Mbukati, why is she tapping me? We are not even close. In my head, I was like, okay. I thought this guy was old. Then after some time, I asked him, did you help the girl? Yeah, I helped. But again, we are not friends. I'm like, you guy, you're getting curses if you don't know. But you know this kind of people who like winning, like whether he's in wrong, whether he's right, he has to win. I told him one thing I'm meant to tell you about giving. If you helped someone, help wholeheartedly without expecting anything. I've helped people. There's even someone I gave money and I didn't expect her to give it back. Then there's a time I was broke. I didn't even have
this call.
From now she's calling me. She's like, Bella, what number should I think? What names does your thingy bring? I'm like, God. I had even forgotten I had given this girl money. It was after how many months? But I looked at this guy, I'm like, you have money? But again, you're this over stingy over what I don't know.
No, I don't call that stingy.
Then
I call
asked
that
him,
arrogancy.
like, what was the reason as why that girl wanted the money? Then he was like, well, the girl was sick. And I was like, and you still have the audacity to come to me and judge me such nonsense. You're telling me you helped someone with 50K?
You don't talk to me that I don't get to slop.
I even gave him an example. I'm like, you guy, there are girls who have got 5M, 10M from people. And those people don't even tell anyone that I've ever helped that girl with this amount of money. But you because of 50K? 50K?
Yours is
And you're
Someone helped,
advertising
someone
for the
paid.
girl. Everyone should know.
All I can say onto this, learn to appreciate. And when you give, just give. Okay, let me say give without thinking that you're giving. Just give. Close your eyes. If you're this small head or this mendula borongot of yours can't give and forget, please give while closing your eyes. You know, because giving is so beautiful. Giving is nice. Giving is love. You see someone just bringing you one flower. Me, you give me one flower, I'll melt. You give me millions, I'll just look at you because I can make that man as well.
And the
You get
best
it?
way not to feel hopeless,
Yeah.
is to get up and do something.
Yes.
You help someone.
So
with
if you
something
ask,
small,
exactly, if I don't give you money today, that should wake you up. That dude, get up and walk. You'll appreciate me that I gave you a starting point.
don't
get
wait,
it?
Don't just wait the good things
Actually,
to happen.
Orona,
You also do the
like,
good things.
Before you gave her 2 minutes, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe you give me something like 30 seconds to
It's
pass
okay.
this on.
Okay.
There are people we help out there, necessarily from the bottom of our hearts. But again, the same people go out there and they're like, dude, I used him. I wanted to take this on and I had to go through him. But deep, that stuff gets back to us. And we are like, I helped you from the bottom of my heart. I'm not relating to the girl-boy issue.
Yes.
But our boyfriends too. You get it? We help these people from the bottom of our hearts. And when they get to where we wanted, literally we also want you to get there.
But
But when they get there,
Yeah.
they're like, I wanted to use him to get there because I had nothing like any other option.
But let me
Otherwise,
strengthen you before I give you the chance. Do you know that when you're stepping on the ladder, you forget that it's wood or it's metallic and it has those
Definitely.
knots? You know, if you say you've used me to get where you want, you'll never last up there.
True.
That's true.
If I've built my house on my foundation, it's like me coming with a. If it's like me coming and give you 10,000, and I give this one also 10,000.
Yeah.
You know, in Africa, as me an African woman, Mama Africa, I
Yeah.
will tell you this. When you're praying, don't pray to be rich.
Yeah.
That's it.
You pray to have the blessing to maintain that richness.
True.
That's why many families, when the father dies, he dies with everything.
Yeah,
because
true.
you don't have that brains to maintain that.
Yeah.
You get it? So me, if I give you and you go and brag that, after all I've got, tomorrow I'm going to find you on that same road. Because you don't know how to use. I can give you 10, I give you 10.
Yeah.
I'll find you with that 10 when it has multiplied.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give another person a 10. She'll go and buy the dress she has always desired to wear.
Yeah.
And when she dresses it, she's going to forget that tomorrow they are bringing out another brand.
Yeah.
She'll also desire. So those are two different. How to maintain to be rich. You can easily be rich.
But how to
But
maintain
if
it
you
is a
want the
problem.
media, you're going to do what? If you want the media to notice, these are the people you're going to go to the bar and throw out money.
Yeah.
You're going to have the house parties. But me, I'm going to think, which land am I investing in? And by the way, being rich, being given, I can rent land, plant on my maize or whatever it is. It doesn't mean that I have so much. Renting land is cheaper. You get. I've invested only 200,000. I'm speaking out of facts.
Yeah.
200,000 is going to multiply. I'll get millions after. So people, if someone, you ever think that you're using someone, be it a woman, be it money, anything, my dear, you're going to drop down. The very person you've used, I'm the ladder. You're up there waving and all this. I'll just remove only one thing.
Yeah.
And this ladder will just crumble and fall down.
True.
Because you don't know what foundation I used to give to get the money I gave you to reach somewhere. You
Yeah.
don't know. So, you people now, wow, be careful, eh? Be careful, my brothers.
Yeah, that Nigerian
Be
accent.
careful. Now, these Nigerian people, when they speak, they make you understand well. Eh? So please, Ugandans, learn to appreciate, learn to give. Myself, on behalf of Uganda, the Pearl of Africa,
Yeah.
I appreciate Tokyo Tony for what you did for Ugandans. I'm speaking on behalf of the kids who can't sit on this audience to say thank you, mommy. You get it? And for those who think that you've not given, or they think you've not given, ask them one question. What have they done?
Yeah.
What have they done? Speaking is not to give.
All those people in the comment
And
section.
actually, don't even feel bad that they have not appreciated you for the fact that they have aired it out. For the fact that they have aired it out, they have appreciated you because they have got to know who you are, and they are going to try to dig to find out who truly you are. Thank you very much, guys. Feel free to comment and like, share. This is a house of unity. The house of kings and queens who sometimes are single, but we don't give their numbers. So find us at Men at Work. We like positivity. So we sign out.